Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. So we move to the next question from the same passage, and the direction for the question is answer the following question based on the information provided below. As far as we understood about the text, that the text discusses about the market and stated about how the market faces the situation and how the people of the market focus on. Uh, that's something called as vibes, rather focusing on the um, other kind of economic data and the uh, financial information. So it also stated about how the market goes up and down, and people face a lot of risk, and face a lot of risk. Um, and it also stated about nothing but uh, how the crisis occur, isn't it? So that is what all about the passes. Let's look at the question. I hope you understood the passes that I earlier discussed. Now, look into the question. What does the question point out here? It stated that the relationship between economic crisis and outlook of younger generations can be denied. The relationship between economic crisis and the outlook of younger generation can be denied with the fact. So what is that fact? Look into the choices. The first choice stated economic crises have historically led to increased resilience and adaptability among younger generation. Second, younger generation often maintain optimism and hope despite experiencing economic hardships or difficulties. Then the third one is stated about millennials and Gen Zs uh, have grown up in a speculative environment shaped by economic crisis. And the fourth, the post-war security and investment in public goods enjoyed by previous generation have been replaced by volatility, and you can say that volatility and risk, right or not? Now, if you say that based on the passes provided, uh, let's try to see that the choices and explain the questions and choices also. The if you talk about the question, it is asking about what relationship between um, economic economic crisis and outlook and younger generations outlook, right or not? Younger generations outlook. Now, the passage discusses how economic crises have influenced, uh, influenced what the outlook of younger generation. Uh, let's evaluate each option based on whether it denies this relationship or not. The first one is stated about economic crisis have historically led to increased resilience and adaptability. So this statement suggests that economic crisis have a you can say that a positive impact uh, by making younger generation more resilient and adaptable adaptable, right? However, the passage implies that economic crises have shaped the younger generation through a speculative environment and crisis, indicating a more nuanced impact than just resilience and adaptability. So uh, this option, right, denies the relationship by proposing a positive outcome, resilience, and adaptability from economic crisis, which contrast with the passage implication of a more complex and potentially negative impact. Younger generation often maintain optimism and hope despite experiencing economic difficulties. Uh, Now, the passage does not explicitly deny that younger generation maintain optimism and hope. Instead, it focused on how economic crises have shaped their, uh, you can say that, shaped their outlook through a speculative environment and volatility, isn't it? So this second option also indicating what acknowledges the possibility of optimism and hope hope despite hardship, which does not directly challenge the passage discussion on the impact of economic crisis, right? Now, if you look at the third one, millennials and Gen Zs have grown up in a speculative environment shaped by economic crisis. So this statement is supported by the passage. mm, Supported by the passage. Um, you can say that which discusses how younger generation have been influenced by growing up in the midst economic crisis and speculative environment. So this option uh, doesn't deny the relationship, but rather reinforces it by accepting the environment in which younger generations have matured, the post-war security and investment in uh, public goods, public goods enjoyed by previous generation uh, have been replaced by volatility and risk, right? And if you look at the fourth one, this statement aligns with the passage's discussion about how societal conditions have changed for younger generation, moving from security and public investment to volatility and risk due to economic crisis. So that is what you would find out the relationship, but rather supports it by highlighting the contrast between the previous generation conditions and those faced by younger generations today. So based on the analysis provided, mm, or given. So we can think that option one is the correct answer, right? Um why it denies the relationship between economic crisis, right, and younger generation outlook by suggesting a positive outcome, increased resilience and adaptability that contrast with the passage implication, right, of a more complex and potentially negative impact on their outlook. Therefore, option one can be called as a statement that doesn't align with the passage discussion on the relationship between economic crisis and younger generation's outlook, isn't it? So that is what you would find out here. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.